What's good, y'all? We're looking at offending everybody. How crazy was your ex? We go get into it. Hopefully you're doing good. Let's get it.
In my car, breaking and entering, eating my sandwich. These are just some of the crazy things my ex did.
King
So here's
card.
a story about the wildest person I've ever been
you.
with, named Angie. It was my third year at college, and I was heading to the woods to smoke when I see a woman hysterically crying. I was like, "Hey, girl, you look like you're having a rough go of it. You want to smoke some sticky ick?"
She in the middle of the woods on her knees crying. That's kind of weird, but I guess.
She hesitates at first and says, "Sure." So we begin walking to the woods, and all I could think about was,
Dang, this is mad wholesome. What the frick? Like, this is the most wholesome I've ever seen of offending everybody. Like, this joint is actually mad cool. Not cool as... Like, this joint is actually just mad nice. What the heck?
how easy it'd be to kidnap her. She had no
Never mind. I knew it wouldn't last long. Never mind.
idea who I was, and now we're walking somewhere where no one would hear her scream. Talk about rookie mistake. But lucky for her, I had morals. And no rope. Anyway, she introduced herself.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, I'm Angie. Pleasure to meet you, Angie. I'm Steve Storms. You're lying. Nope, that's my real name. That's crazy, because I have a thunderstorm tattoo in the back of my neck. Here, push my hair aside and you'll see. So I stand behind her, palm her hair, and immediately get aroused. Johnson's like, "Whoa, we doing this right now?"
What the-
Relax, this is step one. What was that? Oh, yeah, lovely tattoo. Anyway, we get to the woods, we're laughing, having a good time when I say, "So,
Nah, she's
what got you all
insane.
hot and bothered?" "Well, I just broke
What?
up with my boyfriend." Johnson's like, "Game on." I said, "Oh, that's terrible to hear," all while barely making eye contact. She was wearing a low-cut shirt, and it was cold outside. A little hard to make eye
Nipples
contact,
are
you know?
showing.
Plus, drugs were impacting my decision-making. Sober me is respectful me. High me is fun bags pretty. So after
Man, I guess high him is should be put on the list, bro. Him high, anything that's walking and is a female is gonna get touched. So he might have to get caged, bro, like a freaking monkey. Like, what the heck? Don't let him get high ever.
our smoke session, I spit some game and get her number. Now, I had planned on giving her some time to recover, as she just went through a rough breakup, but after a few days of texting, my Johnson's like, "Put it in!" So I invited her out to my place for a movie.
Bro, try to
She
get
agrees, and for
busy.
the first 20 minutes, things are going well, until she brings up her RA. Talk about how hot he is, and how sometimes she sneak into his room and hide under his covers. Needless to say, this was a huge turnoff, and my Johnson was like a deflated balloon. Party over. So once the movie was done, I asked her to leave. The next day, she goes back to flirt texting me, but I wasn't having it. I'm like, "Girl, why are you writing this to me? Shouldn't you be sending this to your RA?" She goes, "No, it's not like that. We're just friends." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Then my Johnson's like, "Psst, psst, remember those nips?" I'm like, "Damn, Jim Dog, you make a compelling argument." "Well, I guess I could give her another
Yeah, and
chance."
it's like, bro, you talking about your RA. Like, you bringing up your art, like, that's, I don't know, that's just kind of weird, bro. We hanging out, we cooling it. You bringing up another man. I don't want to hear about another man, okay? Now, if I was gay, I would love to hear it. No, I'm not gay. Don't do that. I'm not gay. And those clips are, they're AI. But, bro, like, you bringing up another guy. Not only that, you leave, and then you're talking about how you was thinking about me. That's weird, bro. That's flip-floppy.
So I invite her over again for another movie, but this time my roommates aren't leaving. They're like, "We gave you the room the other day and you dropped the ball." I'm like, "That's a valid point. Whatever. We'll just all
another
watch it
chance,
together."
bro.
10 minutes in and she starts texting me. "This movie's boring. Wish we were doing something more interesting." Winky face. So after pondering for
Trying
a
to get
moment, I said out
crushed.
loud, "Hey, Ange, you want to go in my room?" Sure. Then 2 quick high fives to my roommates later, and we're doing the dirty. And this chick was wild. Moaning, contorting her body, whispering in my ear, "You're so big." It was magical. Afterwards, I even smoked cigarettes and somehow had one in my mouth. I'm like, "Damn, girl, that was some good fucking." Anyway, Angie came over again a few days after, and a few days after that, then she started coming over every day. Best part was, she would leave afterwards. It was the dream. Working with no commitments, what more could a college student want? But when I neglected to realize,
She's freaking crazy. She's insane, bro. Already, like, the first time you're seeing her, within an hour, she told me she wants you to look at her tattoo on the back of her hair. She pulling her hair back. Like, come on, bro. She obviously one of those, man.
was how lazy it'd make me. You see, when a guy's hunting for Kitty, he's on his A game. Freshly trimmed, looking sharp, and smelling like a burrito in a nightclub. But when Kitty's guaranteed, we get lazy. I'll give an example. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I'd go to karate in the morning. Afterwards, I'd head back to my room, where Angie'd be in my bed waiting for me. Now, normally I'd shower first, as I just sweat my balls off, but one day she presses me up against the door and starts me. I'm like, "Damn, girl, if you don't care, I don't care." And this only made me get lazier. Because not only did I stop showering before baby making, but I stopped showering after. That stank just be following me around from class to class.
That is,
Where's this
bro.
much and shame in here?
Like, come on, bro. You like at least after your butts are open, at least go shower, bro. You're stinking up the whole classroom. Come on, bro. got the whole physics class smelling like balls. Dude, wash up, bro. Looking like that freaking... What's that little kid that had the little stink lines in Peanut? Just like those, bro. Just nasty, full of dirt. Dude.
And because Poon was guaranteed, I stopped hunting for Kitty altogether. Why go to the bar and spoon-feed White Claws into a chick when I already had one back in my room, ready to swallow whatever I gave her? None of that, hey, let's go dancing for 45 minutes as I dry hump you into thinking I'd be good in the bedroom. Bitch is already in my bed twerking. So this continued for the rest of the semester until we're about to head home for the summer. Angie texts me saying, come to my room. We need to talk. Now, normally I'd be freaking out, thinking she's about to say she's pregnant, but there's no way. Cause sure, we were talking on the regs, but she was so good at taking birth control. Every day at 4 p.m., no matter what was happening, she'd snap and say, Pills, it's not even like she set alarms. She just had a baby and...
Y'all going raw too? Like, that's not even having a pills and Plan B, that's not even 100%, bro. So, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. And a chick that you just recently met? Nah, that's wild. That's wild, bro. Nah, he a wild boy. He a wild boy for that. I don't know if I could do something like that.
In spider sense. Time to die, kid. So I went up to her room and she says, do you want a date? Because you'll be living off campus next year, and this won't be as simple as going down a flight of stairs to see one another. That's a good point. You know what? Let me think about it. So after a day of pondering, I was like, oh, hell no. Because even though we had great chemistry in the bedroom, the bitch never laughed at my jokes. I'd be killing in the school pool, and she'd just be floating there motionless, like Matthew Perry's corpse. Start swimming, buddy. Anyway, I meet back up with Ange and let her down the best way I could. She seemed to take it all right, not realizing her brain was beginning to tweak. That summer, I'm on Facebook, posting on a bunch of hotties' walls, not realizing Ange was seeing this, bugging the fuck out. So much so, she would call up my friends hysterically crying. Friends be like, well, you aren't dating, so what's the problem? The problem being, Ange's feelings had tied up her logic, and had no plans of setting them free. Fast forward to the beginning of fall semester.
Yeah, like, you can't really be mad. Like, if y'all, like, it'll be different if y'all already together and y'all broke up. But y'all was just a friends with benefit, a smash and dash type situation. So, ain't no reason for you to flip out and start, like I said, keying the car, your egg in the house. That's a little OD. I mean, you should never be putting your meat into crazy in the first place. You get a situation like this. But still, she tweaking.
Roommates and I are having a party. Things are going great until Ange comes over and starts cock-blocking the shit out of me. She wasn't even pretending. At one point, she sits down in the middle of a Kings game going, I want to play. We're kind of in the middle of, whatever, here's some cards. So I go back to macking on the chick next to me when Ange says, I have to go to the bathroom. Ladies, come with me. Keep in mind, she doesn't know any of the women there. So they all pile in the bathroom.
Bro, come on, bro. Like, I'm not even with you. We not even together. I'm trying to get some new booty. I'm on the lookout for some new cheeks. Except, I'm not on that Diddy type time, bro. I'm looking for a new freak off, okay? Consensual freak off. And you over here cop blocking my future prospects? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You foul for that, bro. You the Kimbe Mutombo in my chances, dude. Like, we weren't together ever. Just because I dropped you like a bad habit, you gonna stop me from getting some new kitty? Man.
And I'm looking at the guys going, this isn't good. A few minutes later, they come out, and surprise, surprise, none of them want to play anymore. I'm like, Ange, what did you say to that? She goes,
mad
nothing.
dirt.
I'm like, all right, that's it, bitch. Get the f*** out. She starts to cry, pretending she's the victim, but I could care less. I knew with her around, I was never getting laid, so I said, get out of here. A few days later, I walk into a bar, and I see one of my friends across the street. I'm like, Adrian. He looks at me and keeps walking, but my drunk ass is like, well, maybe he didn't recognize me. So I run over, and I'm like, hey, homie. Adrian was being real apprehensive, and I'm like, what's wrong, man? Did I say something horrible? If I did, I'm sorry. Nah, I thought you were angry at me. Why would I be angry at you? Well, Ange said, that is crazy. But even though we hashed things out, I was still super pissed. Because if Ange is telling this guy I don't want to speak to him, then she's probably doing it to others. Now I'm missing out on connections and experiences because some is lying about me? Oh, I was heated. So drunk me thought, what is the meanest thing I could do right now? I could call her some basic insult like punt or bore, but I'm crafty and I could do better than that. Then it hit me. You see, the last time we were and I thought, you know what? This doesn't feel that tight. So while I was with her, I stuck in a finger, then two fingers, then I stuck my whole hand.
Right, what the? What am I watching, bro? What is this, bro? At first, I thought he was sitting in a massage chair or something, and then he told us about putting the finger in, putting the whole fist in. I ain't gonna lie, you letting somebody fist you, you put the entire fist in you, like that's like 20 bodies right there. That's 20 bodies. You going on a yacht? That's 20 bodies right there. That's so freaking insane. I don't know. That's kind of disgusting to me, bro. I don't know. like, you hanging out with a girl, and cause I'm just thinking about it, like, if she letting you fist her, I'm pretty sure she's gonna let you do it. She'll probably let you piss him and drop a dookie on her chest, bro. And at that point, I'm gonna be mad flaccid. I don't even want to mess with you no more. I don't frick with you.
And I could do better than that. Then it hit me. You see, the last time we were and I thought, you know what, this doesn't feel that tight. So while I was her, I stuck in a finger, then 2 fingers, then I stuck my whole hand. Now, granted, my hand was curled, but that's still a lot of digits to cram in a clam. And that's when I came up with the greatest nickname ever, Whole Hand Ange. Oh, it's the chef's kiss of insults. So I text
bro, don't kiss your hand. You just fisted a girl. Don't kiss your hand, bro. I hope you wash that. What the heck?
Angie, that her new nickname around campus is Whole Hand Ange. Needless to say, she did not take it very well and texts back literal death threats.
That's not even
really brightened up my day, you know? The next day I get a text from a number I don't recognize, and it turns out it's Ange's sister. She goes on this huge rant of, you have no idea who you're messing with, and I'll ruin your life for disrespecting my sister. Now, of course, I showed my homies.
Well, one, she disrespected herself by letting somebody fist her, bro. I don't know. That's one. 2, you going around and lying, and, well, not only lying, but you messing up my potential coochie getting moves, bro. By you probably saying like I'm dirty or I got some type of disease, and we weren't even together or nothing. You just mad you took the L. So I feel like he had the right to do something like that. I wouldn't do it, but I could understand why he would do something like that. Like if she would have just took the L quietly and he would have did that, I would have been like, nah, you're wrong. You're wrong for that.
To all a good laugh, and now we're spitballing ideas of things to write back when I say, hey, how about I respect your sister, I wash my hand before playing her like a puppet. Even my buddies are like, bro, that might be a little much. So I wrote it out and was about to send when I started to have second thoughts. Because normally my brain always picks the funny option, regardless of how much trouble it will get me in. 'Tis my how to your high school teacher video. But in this one moment, I thought, you know what? I probably should let this go. However, I didn't let anything else go. Over the next few weeks, I'd get DMs from guys on Facebook threatening to beat the shit out of me, and I'd always respond back with, you are adorable. Because I get they're trying to protect someone who's spoon-feeding them lies, but threatening someone on Facebook is like a 10 with herpes. Flashy at first glance, but ultimately worthless. It's also funny to me that Ange was telling people I'm harassing her, as she's encouraging people to harass me. Like, damn girl, you don't see any projection here? And even though she seemed hyper-fixated on me, I could care less about her, because no matter how many times I never loved her. So I didn't have this emotional desire to get revenge. But I did enjoy seeing her, because every time we'd bump into each other, she'd scream, I fucking hate you! And just think for a moment how much power that is. My mere presence.
And that's kind of weird too. Y'all end up breaking apart, you know what I'm saying? Bad blood, and then y'all go to the same school and y'all see each other every day. I ain't like, that'd be mad awkward, bro. That's mad. Just like seeing each other. I don't know. That's weird. I feel kind of uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable, but I kind of be like, it would be a weird situation just to constantly seeing the girl you just had over, backshotting, putting her all type of positions, having her like a pretzel, and then now y'all at it, and it's just an awkward silence with a mean stare. I don't know. It's weird.
Is enough to ruin someone's day? It made me so happy. But this only added to Angie's insanity, and in December, I get a phone call from Campus PD telling me to come down to the station. Obviously, I'm really nervous, because 95% of the time when a girl says a guy's harassing her, she's right. But luckily, the cops were very reasonable. A woman named Angie is claiming you're harassing her. Now, we've heard her side of the story. We'd like to hear yours. So the first thing I told him is we used to have in the regs. Wait a minute, you used to have a romantic relationship? Yeah, why do you think all this is happening? The cop just rolls his eyes and says, continue. Then I showed him all the threatening texts and messages I got, and by the end of it, the officer was completely on my side. However, because police were called on a student, I also had to go speak to the director of student affairs. And this bitch was the polar opposite. Before I said anything, she just starts listing threats. Harassment of students will not be tolerated, and you could be expelled for After minutes of listening to this chick rant, I said, so you've only heard one side of a story and immediately came to a conclusion? I didn't realize an accusation was a conviction. Maybe you should take some of my criminal justice classes.
It is nowadays.
Gathering evidence is important when it comes to a potential actual crime. Needless to say, she was pissed, but I just sat there arms crossed like, I know you got nothing, bitch. Fast forward to Valentine's Day, and I'm dating this lovely girl named Rachel. We're both walking on campus holding hands when we bump into Angie, who goes ballistic, screaming, you, you piece of shit. My girl starts chewing her out, saying, he doesn't want your stinky cooter anymore, you flat-faced bitch. I'm laughing, dragging my girl away, saying, it's not worth it. Just ignore her. The next day, I get another call from campus police, so I go down to the station and speak to the same officer who says, so we got more complaints of harassment? Officer, I've done my best to avoid her, and in the time I've spoken to you, I've only bumped into her once on Valentine's Day
yelling at him
with my girlfriend. Officer was trying to remain professional, but I could tell he's like, ugh, I can't believe I gotta deal with this nonsense. A week later, I get a call from Ange saying, we need to talk. I'm thinking she's gonna try to bury the hatchet. Nope. Turns out her paranoia was at max, and she says, I know you keep stalking me, and if you don't stop, I'll be forced to take legal action.
She tripping. Nah, at least from what it's looking like, it look like she's on him. Like, he'd already done moved on from Angie. Angie, like, she can't go away. She would not leave, bro. You see how she was looking? She pacing back and forth. She's a freaking nut, bro. Insane. Nutball.
Real neutral, saying, Ange, I'm not stalking you or harassing you or quite frankly care what you do. But she is adamant, saying, you think I'm making this up? You think I'm crazy? No, I got fucking witnesses. I said, listen, I'm not calling you crazy, but calling the cops on Valentine's Day when you see me holding hands with another girl is a little crazy. Then she starts threatening my career at the time, saying, you know, if I file charges against you, you'll never be a cop. That's when my brain snapped to sarcasm mode. I'm like, damn girl, I didn't think 6.5 inches was enough to lose your mind over, and yet here we are. Now I know I'm a god at fucking,
don't add that. Don't add that half.
Okay, whole hand Ange. And guys, to this day, I have never seen someone so angry. She couldn't even form words. She just sat there shaking, going. That's when I knew it was time to dip. About a month later, I get a call from my friend Nora, who just so happens to be Angie's roommate. Nora invites me over her place, and I'm like, is this a trap? She's like, no, Angie's gone for the weekend, so it's just me here. I'm like, oh, all right. So I go over, and we're hanging out for a bit. When she casually mentions, you know, I found your schedule at Angie's desk. I'm like, what? She goes, here, this is your schedule, right? And I'm looking at it going, holy shit.
I wonder, that sounds like a chat.
My place. Nora's like, what are you talking about? I said, because one day I came home and the kitchen window was open. I go to my roommate and I'm like, Jake, why did you open the kitchen window? You know, like it's busted and super hard to clean.
And then she breaking into the house, like she talking about she getting harassed, but you breaking into my house, taking my schedule, bro. You're weird. You're taking my property. Anything you should be getting, you should be going to the police station, not me. What the heck?
I didn't open it. Bro, you're the only one here, and it's not like we got robbed because our laptops and TV are still here. But little did I know someone did break in because that same day my schedule was missing off my wall. That's when Nora says, also, I probably should have told you this sooner, but one day I caught Ange next to your car. Wait, what? I was heading over your place at night when I caught Ange bent over by your car. I asked what she was doing, but she just played dumb. I'm like, God damn it.
Keying the car too?
My car. I just thought it was some drunk asshole, not some crazy bitch. Now, luckily, I didn't have any more interactions with Ange and thought it was all behind me. That wasn't until about a year later when I was working at Bed Bath & Beyond. I had recently threw up my lower back and was super depressed, just unloading boxes, when I get a phone call from my old roommate Jake. Jake is like, hey Steve, listen, I shouldn't be telling you this, but I just thought you should know, Ange is pregnant. Whoa, what? Yeah, and actually I was wondering, do you think it's yours? What? No.
Hey, don't put that on me.
Oh, okay.
Don't put that demon baby on me from that crazy chick. Heck nah, bro. I don't know who baby it is. It's not mine. It's not.
I was getting worried for a second. But Jake, you know what this means, right? That you won't be a father? Well,
I don't know how he didn't get her pregnant already, man. They going raw every day. I know they said they did contraceptives and Plan B and stuff like that. But, bro, every day, I'm surprised they ain't have at least one pregnancy scare when they was messing around.
Of course that, but it means she trapped someone. What? She trapped someone, Jake. She was so distraught over the fact I could just sit with her for over a year and have no feelings that she found a way to make someone stay forever. What if she just forgot to take birth control? She never forgets to take birth control, Jake! Besides, it's still effective even if you forget to take it for a few days. She trapped someone, and it could have been me, Jake. This crazy bitch could have ruined my life. But instead, I get to live and see a sunrise one more time. Glad I can make your day, Steve. Now go live, buddy. I will. I will, Jake. Did this bitch just send me a friend request?
Shit, how crazy was your ex? This chick was freaking crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I done did what I had to do with you. I done dropped you. We were never together. You tripping and flipping out, telling everybody weird stuff to stop me from making friends, getting women, getting some poom. You keying my car, you breaking into my campus. my dorm and taking my schedule. Like, I don't know. Like, my thing is this though, and then you trying to say you getting stalked and stuff like that and unbothered. That's women. Not all women, but a lot of women be like that, bro. They say they're unbothered, like they moved on, but they subtweeting, they putting stuff on their story, little cryptic messages. You didn't stop. You still care. You still care, man. That remind me of a freaking story. I had a homie in high school. He was with this chick. Well, he was messing with this chick for like a couple of months. He ended up breaking it off with her. I guess some type of situationship. And I guess it's just like, hey, like, I'm just not really freaking with you no more. So she losing her mind. Woody woo. Like a couple months later, she tried to say that she was pregnant by him. And he was like, I don't care who baby it is. I ain't taking care of it. And either way, I haven't been with you a month, so it couldn't be mine. And then they ended up going back and forth. And come to find out it was actually somebody else. She tried to lie and put it on my friend. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Chicks be tripping, bro. They be tripping. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. If you do, you already know what to do. Quimax Quay, a.k.a. your favorite psychotic ex.